Girl on a Train starring Emily Blunt is directed by Tate Taylor and is the story of Rachel Watson, played by Emily Blunt, who rides the train to New York every day and becomes infatuated with the couple she watches from the train as it passes their house. But one day, one of them goes missing, and now we have a murder mystery film. Now, I didn't hate this film as much as other reviewers. I did appreciate that the film makes you think and connect the dots, but I was disappointed the movie didn't turn out the way I was expecting. I was hoping to see an on the edge of my seat psychological thriller, and it didn't get like that until near the end of the second act, but by then, you pretty much know how everything's gonna pan out. Let's focus on the positives first. I thought Emily Blunt had a decent performance, but it took at least half the film for me to start liking her character. She plays this emotionally damaged woman with an alcohol problem, and it just took way too long for things to get going for her and the film itself. But I think the problems I had with her character had more to do with the things surrounding her rather than Emily Blunt's performance. Something that I thought the film did pretty well is letting the audience know as much as Rachel knows. When she starts to come across new information and things start to shift to different directions, you get to experience that with her. So I will give the movie props for influencing the perspective of the audience to a certain degree. Aside from that, this film ended up being sort of dull. Although Emily Blunt and her supporting cast had serviceable performances, they had to work with what I felt to be a plot that was too flat to be a thriller. I didn't care for the structure of the film either. It would start in present time, then flashback 4 months, and back again to the present. It would put titles on the screens to tell you how far back you were, but sometimes it wouldn't tell you when you were flashing forward again, and I felt it to be lazy and a little confusing at times. The film also jumps around the narrative following Haley Burnett and Rebecca Ferguson's characters, but I feel like it focused too much on the supporting characters, and I think it should have followed Rachel the entire time. It would have ramped up the mystery and sped the pacing up as well, because the movie's just shy of 2 hours, and the first hour is a lot of figuring out why Rachel's an alcoholic or backstory we really didn't need for the other characters. So the first 2 acts of this film really drag. Like I said before, I did appreciate how the film makes you piece together certain things, but the twist really wasn't all that surprising. There's really 2 parts to this twist. The first part I kind of bought into, but the second part I really saw coming a mile away. There was moments where this film could have turned and become the film I was kind of expecting to see, but there are a lot of creative choices Tate Taylor made that really held this film back. So I'm giving The Girl on the Train 2.5 out of 5 stars. So The Girl on the Train, have you seen it and what'd you think about it? Leave a comment below, tell me your thoughts. Please, if you enjoyed watching this review, hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Apologies for another late review. Hurricane Matthew messed with my schedule and I didn't get to see this movie when I originally intended, so again, apologize for the late review. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, you can click right here and see more videos. Bye, Andrew.